Hi. I'm going to be reading a few poems from this little book called Things Worthwhile, and it was written by Imogene Landers. And here's a picture of her. I don't know if anybody knows her. Somebody gave me this book maybe a year or two ago, and evidently she was somebody, I wanted to say she was local, but the pastor that endorsed this book was from the Bedford First Church of the Nazarene in Bedford, Indiana. So probably not local, but some good poems anyway. The first one is called Untie Me, Lord. Untie me, Lord, so I can be used of thee. Loose the bonds that hold me so I can be free. Lift me up, though broken I am. Mend me and make me whole again. Shape me as I lay on the potter's wheel. Mold me so I can thy power feel. Melt me and make my life anew. Fill me to serve you my whole life through. And this one is just called the pink dress. And evidently she had a little pink dress when she was a child. I had a little pink dress when I was very small. I liked to wear it so much, the very best of all. And when I would put it on before the mirror, I would preen, turning this way and that way and making believe I was a queen. It had ruffles by the dozens and buttons by the score, and when anyone would touch it, it really made me sore. And one day we went to visit my aunt in Kokomo. I had on the pretty dress that I had worshipped so. She had a little puppy dog, and my childish heart went plop. And when I held him in my arms, his wiggling never stopped. But when I put him on the floor, I found to my surprise little snags and footprints on the dress I had so prized. Oh, I've had that feeling, not that I had a pretty pink dress, but I went somewhere where somebody had a dog that was going to jump all over me, or even a cat. And cats are worse, their claws kind of dig in. And so yeah, I've worn clothes thinking, oh, I shouldn't have worn this. It's going to get ruined. Okay. This one is called Peace Through Pain. Hello, dear friend. I hope you'll find these words that I write to you will bring you peace of mind and guide you your whole day through. As you lie upon your bed of pain, please think of Him above. May strength and health return again and show you God's love. For He is never far away, and when we need Him most, we've but to put our hand in His, our blessed unseen host. And this one is called Fear Not. And the Lord said unto me, Fear not the storms, my child, for my face is just above them. Though the winds be rough and wild, keep your faith and do not falter. Walk the straight and narrow way, though the path grow dark and dreary. I will guide thee day by day. Soon the sun will be shining. Soon the battles will be o'er. I will come and bring you safely over on the golden shore. Tears of sorrow will be forgotten when heaven's beauty you will see, for you'll live in God's own kingdom throughout all eternity. And this one is called He is My Shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd from day unto day. He leads me and guides me along life's rugged way. I will not fail or falter if I stay close to His side, for He is my Lord and Master, and in His love I will abide. His love down through the ages has always been the same. It's constant and dependable, and I praise His holy name. He died for me that I might live in His heaven up above, and that's why He is my shepherd, and I'm secure in His matchless love. This one is called Roll Back the Clouds. Roll back the clouds of heaven so I can see thy face. Let me know the wonderful joy and share in thy matchless grace. Open the windows of heaven, let me drink from your loving cup, and feel the love that you send to me as I sit at thy table, And when I look up in your face, I see the glories mirrored there. My heart is filled with great delight when I kneel to you in prayer. Heaven's View. I had a dream the other night when all was calm and still. I thought I went to heaven. It gave me such a thrill. I dreamed I saw Jesus on the throne. I ran and fell at his feet. Tears flowed freely down my cheeks. My joy and journey was complete. The angels hovered around the throne to do God's every bidding. How they worshiped and adored the one on the throne was sitting. I saw the beautiful mansions that our Lord has gone to prepare. My heart beat wildly within me to see if my mansion was there. What kind of material had I sent up to make my mansion fair? Was it strong and builded sturdily? Did it have many jewels rare? This one is called Have a Good Day. When troubles often bother you, trust in God. He'll see you through. And every day your faith renew. Have a good day. Though you may worry and are afraid, and through deep waters you may wade, remember God your debt has paid. Have a good day. You needn't worry, fume, or fret. God has never failed you yet. His many blessings he will let. Have a good day. He holds earth's wealth in his mighty hands. In love he knows and understands. He has a home for you that's grand. So have a good day. Prayer's reward. When things around you seem drear and there's no one to help or cheer, how can we find peace of mind and also contentment find? Prayer is what we need every day to guide us along life's thorny way. When we pray to God above, he will fill us with his love. He will all our needs supply, guard us as the days go by. When we bring our all to him, prayer enriches our lives to the brim, bringing joy and peace untold, giving us a place in the shepherd's fold. Prayer is the way to the heart of God. Do it each day. It will bring rich reward. Be our burdens big or small, prayer will help us conquer all. Whether in secret or in public view, we should never fail to pray. Do you? This one is called Dial Direct to God. And I've heard of, seems like there was a song once that I heard, like Telephone to Jesus or something like that. So it's just, kind of an interesting little concept. What's God's number? Dial that number and you can call and talk to God. So it says, when my heart is sore distressed and life has lost its happiness, there is one who the path before has trod. He knows my every care and will all my burdens share as I dial direct to my God. For there is no other way that can turn my night to day. If my feet with the gospel are shod, he will roll the clouds away. Put joy in my heart to stay when I dial direct to God. There is no use to fume and fret, nor get angry and upset, as long as we live upon this earthly sod, for there will be a brighter day when we get to heaven to stay. Then we won't have to dial direct to God. This one is simply titled One Little Word, and it's called After. After the rain comes God's sunshine. After the storm comes skies of blue. After the sorrow, God spreads a rainbow. Peace on troubled waters will come to you. After the night comes brighter day, pushing aside all the fears we've had. After the lonely hours comes blessed peace. Our hearts are happy and we feel so glad. That's a really great thought to think about after. These moments that we're facing here today, that you are facing here today, although they can seem long and they drag on and seem like it's going to go forever, but it really won't. There will be an after this lockdown, after COVID, and yeah, we will see some tough times. We already have, and we're praying every day that for protection and for peace for every resident and for every staff member, and we're believing God to bring us out, and that we will have an after COVID and after this lockdown, and praying that God will just bless each and every one of you, and just be very, very near to your heart during this time, and know that we love you very, very much and miss you. I miss getting to be with everybody face to face and get together, and so I'm going to be certainly looking forward to getting back together with all of you. I miss all of you very much. This one is called The Old Brick House on the Hill, and maybe you didn't live in a brick home when you were growing up, but maybe this will remind you a little bit of your house, and maybe you go down memories lane just a little bit and think about your childhood home. There's an old brick house that stands alone down a lane and up on a hill. Many fond memories do I recall, how I wish I could go there still. I recall the days I played in the swing that was fastened on an old oak tree. My brothers would push me way up high. Those childhood days were happy and free. We would roam the fields around the house near a clear and sparkling stream. Taking off our shoes, we'd wait a while. The days passed like a pleasant dream. Oh, to be a child again, like in the days of yore, and meet old friends in happy times. I couldn't ask for more. A new beginning. Every day is a new beginning, a day that we haven't lived before. We can live it for good or evil. I'll back up. We can live it for good or evil. It's our choice. Can we ask for more? The great God of the universe made man so long ago, gave to him the choice of freedom. He spoke and things just happened, you know. Man, so many mistakes he has made. Then what did God do for us? He gave to mankind his only Son, and we have trodden down his trust. Each new day we can do better to right the evils of the past. We can make the world seem brighter if our lot with God is cast. We still have the right to choose for bad or for the good. It is our greatest privilege to serve the great fatherhood. I don't know, were any of you ever painters? Did you ever paint for a living? Or even if you didn't paint for a living, maybe you did a lot of painting in your own home. This one is simply titled, He's a Painter. And I think you'll get a picture of somebody that does this every day, and he knows what he's doing. So she must have observed somebody painting and to get this descriptive. He dips his brushes, big and small, in cans of paint, little and tall, spreading color on each wall. He is a painter. He works up high, he works down low, sometimes fast and sometimes slow. He can tell you things you ought to know. He is a painter. He climbs up ladders short and high, views each stroke with a careful eye. Then you know the reason why. He is a painter. He adds a touch of color bright from darkest hues to whitest white. Working through the day till night, he is a painter. And when each job has passed his test, and he has given of his very best, now he has earned a little rest from his painting. He is a painter. This one is called My Sunday Suit. And when I first read this, I was like, immediately the thought came to my mind, my birthday suit. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, there's a difference between a Sunday suit and a birthday suit. So this one says, I had a little suit when I was just a lad. and when I couldn't wear it, it made me very sad. I wore it just on Sundays and holidays and such. But when it came to weekdays, Mama said, "Don't touch." 'Twas the first suit I ever owned. It made me very proud to think that I had something like no one else around. I would take it from the closet and sneak away upstairs. I'd stand before a mirror, putting on some grown-up airs. I'd pretend I was the pastor, preaching fire and brimstone down. I could really lay it on when no one else was around. One day there was a party right in our neighborhood, and I was asked to come along, and Mama said, "Now you be good." I started strutting down the street, a present in my hand. Now my joy was complete. I wore my suit so grand. But with my nose up in the air, surprised I didn't see, the rain had made a puddle that was right in front of me. I fell right in the middle, flat up on my face. Me, with my good suit on. I sure was a disgrace. But Mama mustn't see me, the shape that I was in, so I went on to the party to face things with a grin. The hostess's mother did her best to clean me up, and so I told her not to tell my mom. I didn't want her to know. Still, I had made a promise, and to lie just wasn't right, so I would have to tell her when I got home that night. For when my mother saw me, she would surely know something bad had happened to the suit that I had loved so. And so I faced the music. I told her everything. My conscience sure felt better. Why, I could almost sing. From then on, I was more careful, paying attention to where I walked. As I remembered Mama's lecture, oh, how glad I am we talked. This one is called Then Jesus Came. My heart was broken. I was filled with despair. Then Jesus came, and he met me there. At the place of my loneliness, I thought that all was lost. Then Jesus came. He showed me to his cross. But I had rejected him for many long years. I had suffered all alone. Then Jesus came and dried my tears. He did not reject me when I spoke his name in prayer. Silently he came and met me. My soul found solace there. I'm just going to read a couple more, and then I'll let you get back to the rest of your day. This one is called Little China Doll. Little Chinese Dresden doll upon the cupboard shelf, standing in your brilliant dress, you're my little China elf. You have a little painted face etched so delicate and fine. You look so fragile that I hope that you will always be mine. In your land beyond the sea, many strange customs found, children playing eerie tunes and superstitions all around. But your land is beautiful with flowers bright and gay, and many large temples where your people go to pray. Little Chinese Dresden doll, what are you thinking of as you stand there all alone? Don't you wish you had some love? I had a little talk with Jesus. I had a little talk with Jesus, and he had a little talk with me. He knows all about my troubles. He from sin does set me free. And now I'm walking with him. He is always by my side. Since I had my talk with Jesus, his love with me abides. He will not forsake me ever if I keep my trust in him. He'll leave me, oh no, never, though the pathway may grow dim. His arms will never falter, though the way be rough and steep. When I pray, his love grows stronger. His great eyes are on his sheep. Won't you have a talk with Jesus, and let him have a talk with you? Oh, what a joy and great blessing. He will thrill you through and through. Whenever I am sad, I have a talk with Jesus, and he makes my heart feel glad. I'll just read one more. I think I'm going to go to the back of the book. There was one about an attic. If I can find it. It's called Our Attic. We have an attic in our house that is way upstairs. You have to climb to reach it to find what's hidden there. There are treasures by the dozen in boxes, trunks, and kegs. Old dress forms, hats and bustles, and things hung up on pegs. I'd like to go up there on a rainy and cloudy day to find a new secret and to pass the time away. I let my mind's eye travel back to those days of yore, when some of this attic finery the men and ladies wore. They looked oh so pretty when they were sparkling new, the leghorn hats and bustled dresses parading in brilliant hues. The letters, too, I cherish, those written in Grandpa's hand when he went away from Grandma to some other part of our land. But the time passes all too quickly, and the day is almost through. So I come down from my attic, leaving my treasures. And that's a nifty little thought about, I never had an attic when I was growing up, but I always either saw movies or read books about people that had an attic and the adventures that they could have. Find all kinds of amazing things, things that have been hidden for years, and not necessarily hidden, just stored away because they didn't have use for it, and but yet it's a treasure to generations down the line. So maybe you can think of some things that you found in your attic when you were younger. So that's all for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.